A great day to have a little coffee with you guys. Wonderful Wednesday. 190th consecutive Kawfee Talk for 2025. Let's pour the coffee. What do we got today? Hello, Delilah. Early start. I chat a bit. Hello, Magooch Management. Well, hello there. Yeah, well, it's not really an early start, but I come on a couple minutes before. The music will never interfere with the show time. If you can hear me back there, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Thank you. All right. Is the underboss here today? Stephen Morinello, is the underboss here? Do we see her? Torcelli, good morning. Okay. Herb Alpert taking us in, but we're going to go right to the anthem. We're going right to the anthem. Let's go. Let's go with Sweet Tea's Sweet Tea's production over here for the social club. Okay, let's go. Sweet Tea, take us in. Here we go, girl. I love this. Episode 190. Let's go. Let's go.
Up and down, the world ain't still. Tommy sticks through, got the morning thrill. Coffee talk flows like a caffeine stream. Big ideas spark that American dream. Chapstick on lips, all baby slip. Words like these, they hit quick. From dawn's cry to the wind down light. Tommy sticks social club, late nights the night. Knock knock, see my clean face, fresh as spring. Mirror shots like that real king bling. Talk in the morning with the crew aligned. Every rhyme cracks open a brand new find. The crew don't stop, it's a steady game. From coffee cups to the pouring rain. Sip and vibe till stars take flight.
Delilah, let me know when you're stepping out.
Chapstick on lips all day.
Let me know when you're stepping out.
Like these, they hit quick. From dawn's grind to the
Got a
wind
message
down
for
light.
you.
Tommy Sticks social club, 8 nights the night. Yeah, chapstick on lips.
Hola. Great messages this morning. Thank you.
Quick. From dawn's grind to the wind down light. Tommy Sticks social club, 8 nights the night. Morning grind, the evening glow. Social club steady where the vibe flows.
Hey, teacher. Good morning.
Dreams take shape. We're stitching time, no room for eye tape.
All right, there's the underboss.
Social club steady where the vibe flows. Clicking glasses, dreams take shape. We're stitching time, no room for eye tape.
CG2 is right there. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Chapstick on lips while baby slip.
I know Adam's working. Then exercise. Good morning, Sundan. All right, here we go. Right on time.
Words like these, they hit quick. From dawn's grind to the wind down light. Tommy Sticks social club, 8 nights the night. Morning grind, the evening glow. Social club steady where the vibe flows. Clicking glasses, dreams take shape. We're stitching time, no room for eye tape.
Oh, all right, there we go. Let's get rid of that. I guess Delilah left already. I'm not sure if Delilah left already. Okay, 190, Joey Dill. That is correct. If it's God's will, we'll make 191 tomorrow and 192 on Friday, the 11th. Wow, we're moving along. We're already 190 days into 2025, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're accomplishing all that you wanted to accomplish. I hope you're getting all the things done that you wanted to get done. Okay, let me get rid of the banner. Where's the banner? Where's the banner? Let me get rid of this. Okay, I'm going to touch on this real quick while Delilah's still here, if she wants, if she's not leaving. Are you still here, Delilah? Delilah, are you still right here? Let me put my glasses on. Okay, because I'm going to get into the Catholic message today because I believe that Delilah said that she has a mass this morning. Let me have a sip of coffee. Would you like me to get into the Catholic minute before you leave, Delilah? Let me know. Yes, because the replay is not a thing. We're going right into it. Okay, today, in the world of Catholicism, July 9th, let's go back in time. Let's go back in time. I do have a couple of notes, although I don't really need my notes that much. Today is the feast of Saint Veronica Giuliani. Veronica Giuliani. The feast of Saint Veronica Giuliani, a nun who lived from 1660 to 1727, known for her mystic experience and profound spirituality. She was sainted in 1839. Wow. Known for her devotion to the Eucharist and the Sacred Heart. See, the Sacred Heart, some people don't understand what the Sacred Heart is. The Sacred Heart is the bleeding heart. It's a bleeding heart. It's a whole other thing. Anyway, known for her devotion to the Eucharist and the Sacred Heart. She adored Jesus' love. Okay, she adored Jesus' love. The Eucharist, the bread, the wine, the body of Christ, the blood of Christ, the whole. If I need to go into that, then I do have to do a whole Catholic CCD class. We don't have to do that. Yeah. Yes. So today is the feast of Saint Veronica. If you know anybody Veronica, today is their day. You let them know, okay? Yeah, a lot of feasts have the devotion. Well, the Eucharist too. She was really devoted. Yeah. She was devoted to Christ's boundless love, humanity, and salvation. The Eucharist, as we do know, is the blood and the body of Christ. So that's where we're at. So you got your feast day, okay? You're good, Delilah. You can go into church and pray to Saint Veronica. I don't know. And, I don't go into too deep. I get my little bit in the morning. There's a couple of other things today, but we just went with Saint Veronica. Giuliani was her last name. in the 1600s. I think it was, 1660. Wow, 1660. And also, while you're here, Delilah, we can go back in time if you'd like, make you feel a little bit old if you want. Joey Dell, Sundance, Pete Rizzolo, Gen X Effect. The topic today is it's a Belleville thing you wouldn't understand. Now, here we have these mugs. One is on the way to Pete. Pete Rizzolo should be receiving a mug within the next couple of days. It's a Belleville thing you wouldn't understand. So before we get into that topic, let's go into some music notes right now. Let's feel old for a moment. Let's go back 10 years ago today. Hey, 10 years ago today, July 9th, 10 years ago today. Bad Blood. Hello there, Don McHugh. Bad Blood by Taylor Swift, 10 years ago today. 10 years ago. Wait a minute. 20 years ago today. We Belong Together, Mariah Carey. I don't know if you know these songs. These are basically pop songs. These are Billboard 100. Let's go back 20 years. Mariah. Oh, my Lord. Mariah Carey. We Belong Together. 30 years ago today, 30, ladies and gentlemen, 30 years ago today, the number one song was Waterfalls by TLC. I don't know if you guys know who TLC was. Great group, Polak. I'm old, but I don't feel it. Yeah, not a Mariah Carey fan, but We Belong Together. That was there. So 40, hey, you geriatrics, sit down, settle down for this one. 40 years ago today, When Doves Cry by Prince, or the artist formerly known as, your sister's ass, whatever. The artist formerly known as Prince. When Doves Cry, 40 years ago today. Oh my God. What? Now let's go back 50 years. We're going back a half a century. I was 6 years old. When I was 6, it was the Eagles. One of These Nights. What a great song that was, Gerard. One of These Nights by the Eagles topped the charts 50 years ago today. Let's go with the Eagles. If anybody has the CD set, If anybody has the CD set of the Eagles Farewell Tour, I recommend. Wait, is it a CD or a DVD? It might be a DVD set. It's called the Eagles Farewell Tour. This set is absolutely incredible. So the Eagles coming in at 50 years ago today with One of These Nights. Now let's go back 60 years, 6 decades. Which actually is the career of Frank Sinatra. Apparently, I think they said it was a 60-decade career. I think it was an 80-decade. They said it was a 6-decade career. I'm going to go with an 8-decade career, really, for Frank Sinatra, because that talent started when he was young, and he died in his 80s, 83, I believe. So 60 years ago today, we're coming in with the 4 tops. Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch. You know that I love you. Don't sing, Stinks. Anyway, 60 years ago today, I Can't Help Myself by the 4 tops. So, Delilah, you can start your day with some of them good points for this morning. And there we go. Gerard, we are blessed to have you in our presence this morning. Thank you for being here. As always, your presence is a present and a blessing. Right? Okay, let's hit a 25 piece this morning for coffee. What are we doing on a Wednesday? It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Whip those things out, girls. Don't be embarrassed. Whip them out. Prince may have been taken out because of his knowledge of Diddy. Who knows, Joetown Jack? We don't know. My older sisters used to play the 4 tops. Well, I'm a big fan. Yeah. Delilah, is this your favorite background? We still have up there. Nobody saw the amaretto. We didn't put coffee up today. We kept the amaretto. We kept the Rubik's Cube, and we kept the dice from last night. Whip them out Wednesday. You know what gets whipped out on Wednesdays. You know how that goes. Okay. So there we go. There we go. We got 60 years of music over there. Yep. I can't sing. Hello, Jimena. Blessings to you. Good morning. Good morning, young lady. Pleasure to have you today. Great to see you. Gerard Socelli wishing you a good morning. Saying hello to you. Okay, Delilah. Start that blowing. Start that blowing. You do what you got to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into a couple of 3 topics. Where is that See No Evil guy, huh? Okay, so here's what we got. Listen to me. Well, first things first, I got a great email before I came on. I got to explain something to you guys. This channel might get criticized at times for their language, sexual. Sometimes we talk a little sexual. We go over the line a little bit. Sometimes we use some foul words. And we get crazy. We get crazy at times. Sometimes, depending on the coffee intake. But I got a great email just before I came on. And I thought that my videos were really, really, some of them, because it was put into my brain that my videos are no good. And we're getting shut down, and your talk is terrible, and the way you talk, and your language, and your content, and you're going down, whatever, beep, bop, bop. I got a beautiful email, Cinnamon Girl, too. Yeah. Mustang Mike. Pollock, you might like to hear this. Yes. We got a good message this morning at the social club. The message said, your content, your videos are suitable for ads. Very nice. There may have been either a strike put against me or a complaint against me, possibly. It may not mean that my channel was under review, possibly. Maybe somebody tried to hit us. I don't know. I don't want to say for sure because I didn't get that in the message, Don McHugh. I'm not sure, Pete Rizzolo, if that's the case. I can't say I got hit. Maybe there were reports against me. Maybe that's what it was. Because I don't know if you get notified about reports. You get notified about strikes. We got struck a few times, but those people were deemed irrelevant, and I guess they got knocked away. They went away. I don't know. The strikes went away. So, but yeah, but we were deemed. I don't know where that came about. Why out of nowhere I got this message. I never inquired. Now I'm not sure if people reported me. What's there to report? I don't know. Don't get negative idea. I'm just saying, CG2. That's if we were hit. If we were reported. You don't get a message if you're a report. But anyway, it looks like the channel went under review, possibly. Hello, Mr. Larry Roller. No, Don. Don, you pay first and then you get it. Don, you pay first and then you get that. So we may have been under review without us even knowing it. Anyway, great news for the social club. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're going to continue to do this non-content content. We're going to continue to curse. We're going to continue to use words like hooer, go fuck yourself, cunt. What other words do we use? Your sister's ass, prostitutes. We're going to continue to use the foul language when we feel it's necessary. Now, those were just examples. So we do now have the green light to continue to doing our non-content content the way we have been doing this. Your content is suitable for ad revenue. So there we go. Beautiful day at the social club. Beautiful day. Like I said, we may have been reported and from someone irrelevant. So we can use these words. Yeah, maybe a show here and there might get demonetized, whatever it might be. Listen, maybe one day we wake up and the show is gone. The channel is gone. What does Tommy Stiggs do? He moves along with life. They cannot do to me. There's no way to hurt me. They cannot, as in the words of Tony Montana, they cannot do to me what Castro has not already done. I've been brought down to my knees. There's no other lower point that I can be brought down to except death, and I am prepared to accept that sacrament. I'm good. If today is my last day in the world, we're good. If today is our last day on YouTube, we're good. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is life. We climbed out of the trenches on multiple occasions here, and that's what we do. So it's a good day. Let's go over to dementia for a minute. What are some forms of dementia? Repetition, 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 non-creativity. Not being able to create something is a form of dementia. Okay? Zoning in on the same thing over and over because your mind is stuck in a rut. Right, Pete Rizzolo? Your mind is stuck in a rut. You can't climb out of what you're doing. This is a form of dementia. So this guy went to the doctor, and the doctor said to him, this guy is from Brooklyn. This is a great story. This guy is from Brooklyn. It's a great story. He said, you got to stimulate your brain. Well, Joe Town Jack, you kind of stutter. You can't get the words out. You forget your thoughts. You can't stay on track. These are all forms of dementia. Now, I have ADHD. That's a whole different level. This is the onset of dementia. Not being able to stay on task, not being able to be creative, and just staying in a bubble, so to speak, is a form of, because you can't broaden. You're stuck in a little bubble there. So they told this, hey, teacher, check this out. Check this out. They told this guy, you got to stimulate your brain, this guy, Phil, you're going back to work. The strike is over. We got great news coming out of Philly. Beautiful. Pollock, that's what I do for a living. I work with dementia patients, terrible disease. I'm very good with dementia patients, Pollock. I'm actually, my poor aunt sat in a room for 2 years. She sat there staring at the wall. It was a blessing. When she, I know, Pete. I walked my father-in-law through the whole process. Yeah. Oh, really, Marinello? Wow, interesting. It's a tough disease. Phil, blessings to you. It's because you came here yesterday, and we wished you luck. Phil, I truly believe yesterday's prayers for you worked. I'm going to go with yesterday's prayers for you worked, Phil. Can we give the benefit of the? Can we give the social club crew a little credit for for the strike being over? Phil, come on. Give us a little love over here, Phil. Give you, not me, give the social club crew a little bit, give you social club, but Phil, give the social club crew a little, they were praying for you yesterday. We had prayers going up all day in the chat yesterday. So Phil, God bless you. Get back to work. Clean up that garbage, all right? Get to it. Salute to you. So this guy with dementia, the doctor told him you need to stimulate your brain outside of your everyday life. You got it. There we go. We got Philly back to work over there. Before the grace of God go, listen to me. I'm saying this with all seriousness. The power of the people in this social club makes things happen. Remember, we will crush you. You know the whole thing. It's written. It's proven. It's not only written. It's proven. We're crushing them. Crush. Nobody's coming. Nobody cares. You're irrelevant now. So God bless you. Yes, Pollock, you're a special person for working with them. That's right. Pete Rizzolo, I had this conversation with my daughter the other day. I stayed with her grandpa daily. I went into the room with him as he struggled with dementia. And I stimulated his brain. I spoke about things that he was familiar with from years ago. Construction. They built a hotel in Yonkers. He worked in over here and this and that. So I was very patient with my ex-father-in-law who had dementia. I did it, and I walked him through the best that I can. I told the family, everybody, please give me time with Pop. Give me some time with Pop. Let me work with him. Let me have a conversation with him. Let's see if we can make something work. And it worked. Hopefully we're not freezing today, guys. We have a bad internet connection. I do see that. I do see we have a bad internet connection. Hopefully we're flowing nicely. I am not sure. So back to the dementia. So Stephen Morinello, check this out. The doctor told him stimulate your brain outside your everyday bubble, basically. Stimulate your brain. Do something else. You know what he did? He went to stand-up comedy. This man with the onset of dementia went in front of a stage and is nailing it 12 times a month. 12 times a month. This man is going on stage and he's talking, attempting comedy. And it's working. It's working. Now, that's not to say everything is perfect with the guy. But he said, I'm going to do the stand-up comedy. It's something that I always wanted to do. And he tried it. Once he got told it, what do you got to lose now at that point? You're told you got the onset of dementia. It's not a reversible thing. So he's going with it. And he's having a great time doing stand-up comedy. And it's working for him. So shout out to Brooklyn, all right? This guy is in Brooklyn. It's a wonderful story. You can do it. Okay, Stephen Morinello. Sometimes they just need someone to talk to. Okay. That makes a little sense then, Stephen. Can be aggressive. Sure, it can be. Yes, absolutely. Years ago, when they started using the word dementia, it was different because dementia was affecting 30-year-olds. Okay. Well, listen, nobody escapes. Listen, we're all going to have some type of illness, whether it's severe, debilitating, life-altering, life-ending. We all have things. Sundance, let me jump over to you for a moment. Were you okay last night? Are you a wrench in Larry's chat, Sundance? Are you a wrench in Larry's chat? I'm hoping that you are. See, the thing with Larry's show is Larry can't watch the chat. Larry's not a chat guy. Larry does the lives. I personally think Larry would be wonderful on pre-records. This is just an outside opinion. I have nothing to do with what Larry decides to do with his channel. I think Larry, with the gentleman that he has on his panel, don't need a live audience, but they can watch the live audience. You see, if Larry does his show, is just pushing record and then loads it up at 7 p.m. as a live, Larry and those friends could be watching the chat and could be commenting and answering those questions. They're missing a lot of questions. It's just the way it is. So Sundance, I hope you are a wrench over there at Larry's. Okay, I wanted to get past that. Let's keep on going. Okay, it's a Belleville thing you wouldn't understand. Set it up as a premiere. Exactly, Gen X effect. I think that's Larry's route, but Larry does what Larry wants to do. People do what people want to do. It's the same thing as going live. Yeah. When the mind goes, it's hard to get back. Yeah. Found out yesterday, knee surgery, no good. Gonna have a knee replacement. You see? I thought you had a knee replacement, Pete. You had the knee surgery? All right, get that thing. You got to fix that. Todd Father just had that. Sometimes it's just better to go right to it, Pete. Just take the knee out, be done, and that's it. But sometimes insurance and age, if you had socialized medicine like they do in Italy, you would be having a problem. Because of his show, I have gotten in touch with people for over 40 years. That is wonderful, Sundance. Same thing here. Same thing right here. You think I would be in touch with Pete Rizzolo right now? That's 40 years ago that we were in high school. Yeah. When the mind goes, there's no medicine for it. I know. Yeah, Bill C. Wishing Pete the best of luck. Pete, you got this. All right, let's go back to the topic for a minute. It's a Belleville thing you wouldn't understand. That's right, Sundance. Yeah. It brings people together. It's a beautiful platform he's got there. He's got a beautiful platform, Mr. Larry. It's not just a Belleville thing, okay, that you wouldn't understand. I think a lot of us come from areas where we are proud to be from, and a lot of people from outside the areas that we are from don't understand the culture of where we are from. That could be Belleville, Brooklyn, Newark, New York City, Yonkers, Bensonhurst, Puerto Rico, Italy, Bari, for the Bardes people, Sicily. It can be anywhere. Upstate New York, Buffalo. I don't understand the insides of Buffalo. Buffalo does not understand the inside workings of Nutley, New Jersey. But you're from an area, typically, you take on a certain vibe from the area that you grow up in. Now, I don't know if the Belleville guys, Newark guys, Bloomfield guys, girls, I don't know if we're all the same. We seem to be all the same. Remember, the Belleville people and the Bloomfield people, they were Newark people. And the parents said, let's move over one city and see if we can bring them up in a better or better environment or a different environment. And they moved us over to Belleville and Bloomfield, would end up being no better than Newark, New Jersey. It's just the same. So you got Belleville, Newark, Bloomfield. Nutley's a whole different situation. They thought they were better than everybody, and that's just the way it is. But the Nutley people are very, very proud to be from Nutley, for the most part. From the people I talk to, they are happy to be from Nutley. The Belleville people, the hometown pride, I don't know if you can compete with that anywhere. The Newark people, same thing. Although what I hear from the Newark people is, I survived Newark. I can survive anywhere. No, you didn't survive today's Newark. Stop with that bullshit. I see this shit on you on the Facebooks. Hold on. I see this shit on the Facebooks. I'm from Newark. If I could survive Newark, you grew up in suburban Newark. Stop, people. You're 60 years old. It's not today's Newark. I can't stand when I see that. I survived Newark. I can make... No, you did not. Stop. You survived the Newark when it was a different type of Newark. Hello, Octavia. I can't stand when I see that. That aggravates me so much. Hello, Sino Evo. I don't comment. I don't say a word, but I say, look, motherfucker. No, you would not survive in today's Newark. You grew up in Forest Hills. It's not Newark. Hello there. It's a podcaster fee. Nuff said, amaretto in the morning. Sounds good. You're on antibiotic. Drip. You love some amaretto. Okay. Everyone is from Newark on Facebook. Their parents live there, not them. Can you imagine, Pete? They got to stop. I see people that live in Cedar Grove for the last 40 years. They say they're from Newark. Shut up. You were born in Newark. I'm not from Newark. I was born in Newark. Yeah, I grew up around Newark. I grew up between Belleville and Newark. I'm not from Newark. I'm from fucking Belleville. What are you saying over there, Cedar Grove? You're in Belleville. What are you doing? That's suburbs. Cedar Grove, West Caldwell, people saying they're from North. Shut up. See, but you're proud to be from there. Yes. There you go. Joetown Jack, yes. So there you go. That's where we're at. And that could be anywhere. Seriously. That could be Queens, right? That could be Jersey City. It's a Belleville thing you want us to show. I don't understand. Yeah, I'm proud to say I'm from Belleville. No, it's serious. So, Charlie, these people are out of their minds. They're out of their minds. They're out of their minds. I just don't understand. But anyway, it's a Belleville thing. This is the B for Belleville. It's right there. We are proud to be from Belleville. And that's just the way it is. Belleville is worldwide. There you go. I'm from the hood in the woods. There you go there, Gen X effect. There you go. You got it. You got it. Yeah. Yes. So, Charlie, were you here last night? Did you see what I showed last night? Now, you know I live on Franklin Avenue in Nutley. I don't give a fuck who knows where I'm at, right? We don't care who knows where we are at. We understand this, right? I'm going to show this one more time today. I feel like showing this one more time today. So everybody knows where I'm at. Belleville, Newark, you know where I'm at. I'm in the neighborhood, basically, so to speak, right? So Charlie, were you here last night or no? Did you see what I put up last night? Mm-hmm. Now I'm in Nutley. I'm on Franklin Avenue. And let's check the stoop cam real quick and see if we got a camera out there today. We got a lot of sun on the camera again. But anyway, I don't know why we get that out there. That's interesting. Interesting. So anyway, you see my stoop. You guys know the stoop. You know we have Italian flags out there. We got the basil out there, right? Let's take this down, and I'm going to show you something from last night. Check this out. Check this out, Chocelli. You're going to like this. Here we go. Well, they do it. They said that. Anyway, let me show you if I could show you right here. Let's see if we can do this. We did it last night, but I figured I would do it for the morning show. Here we
This place has the highest percentage of Italian Americans in the entire country. Over 50%. Every block smells like fresh garlic, and every other driveway's got a Cadillac with rosary beads on the mirror. From the delis to the family-run businesses, Fairfield isn't just Italian, it is Italy, just with more tolls. Follow for more real-deal New Jersey content. These are the top 5 most Italian towns in New Jersey. First up, we got Nutley. Walk down Franklin Avenue and tell me you don't feel like you're in an episode of The Sopranos. Italian flags on the porches, old men chatting inside of pizzerias, and somebody's nonna still hanging laundry behind a brick 2-family. This town bleeds red, white, and green. Next is Tom's River. Half this town feels like it's fresh out of Brooklyn, 1984. You'll hear more "yo cuz" than "hello," and good luck finding a house that doesn't have a Virgin Mary statue out front. From the pizzerias to the backyard bocce-ball setups, it's Italian suburbia at its peak. Coming in hot, Belleville. This is the kind of town where your neighbor's last name ends in a vowel, and they still make Sunday gravy with neck bones. It's where Italian culture didn't just survive, it dug in its heels and stayed. If you hear Dean Martin playing from someone's garage, don't be surprised. Then we got Lodi. Every block got a pizza.
And there you go. We go over to Lodi, which is a different area. But there you go. You got a little bit hysterical, right? There you go. We're living in the middle of it. We're living in the middle of it. We were the first, Belleville and Nutley were the first in the first 3 that were mentioned, Joey Dell. Crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how they know I got it. We got Italian flags on the avenue, on the stoop. They said the porch. But anyway, Shelly, isn't it great? What are we doing here? We're having a good time. We're making a memory here. Why do you stay in that neighborhood, Stiggs? Why do you stay in that neighborhood, Stiggs? Huh? Why do you stay here? Because I love it. Availability. I like to be around. Everybody knows us here. We all know each other. Everybody in the neighborhood knows each other. If the restaurant needs a liquor delivery, I go open the door. Google is, well, yes, Gerard. Google. Fairfield was number 1. Number 1 as far as percentage of Italians. So a lot of Italians came from Belleville, Gerard, and they moved over to Fairfield. So it's a great thing. I'm here. I'm in the neighborhood. I'm right here all the time. Stoop. You come by in the morning. 4 or 5 people come by in the morning. At night, a couple of us hang out for about 10, 15 minutes when we all get home. And that's what we do. 10 years, Octavia. I'm in this place 10 years. No, Gerard Sorcelli, you don't wish you stayed. I'm going to, let me take that comment away from you for a minute, Gerard Sorcelli, and I will tell you why. Hello there. Yeah, Storm. Okay. Oh, okay, Gianni. Good morning to you. Sorcelli, let me pull that back for you. The answer is no, because I felt the same way about Belleville. And when I was considering moving back into Belleville, and I've been looking around for places. Belleville, an international travel destination, Mike F. So, Chelly, quite honestly, you're good where you are. Just visit. Just drive through, get your fill, and get back out. And you are good. Believe me, you're good. You wish you stayed and it was the same. That I understand. So I wish I stayed and it was the same, right? But it's not the same. Things have changed. The people have gone. I was fortunate enough to get this little apartment in the neighborhood, so to speak, and I feel very comfortable here. So I don't know. Tommy, if you love where you are, why move? Yeah, Don, I'm not going anywhere, but I wanted to feel. Fairfield is 10 minutes from me, Gerard. Belleville is nothing like it was. Newark is nothing like it was. Nutley, pretty much the same. But everybody moved to Fairfield, which is 10 minutes from where I'm sitting. Yes, that's true. Oh God. Oh yes. But here too, though, it's all changed. Oh, I know it's totally different, but it's all changed. So, Chelly, unfortunately, it's very weird. And I understand you saying that because I did that for years. It's very interesting. So, Chelly, it really is. But that just goes to show you it's a Belleville thing you wouldn't understand. As Sorcelli is commenting today. Right. Because you feel your homeness. Wherever I go, I meet someone from Belleville and we're instantly friends. 100%. The neighborhoods change. We stay the same. True. Tommy, when I first moved to Garfield over 30 years ago, it was all Italian. Right. Garfield and Lodi. Correct. I used to hang out in Lodi. South Main Street. Sundance. I used to hang out on South Main Street in Lodi. Right next to Garfield. Interesting. Guys, great conversation today. I'm sorry. Great interaction today. It's not conversation if you're not on the panel. Forgive my ignorance. I know that's an ignorant thing to say. It's not really conversation. It's interaction. It's virtual interaction is what we're doing right now. This is what we'll call this. We're not going to be that stupid. We are stupid. We're not educated. I get that part. But I'm not going to be that ignorant. And I'm here to learn. I learn every day. It is correct that I am not. It is correct. This is not a conversation. This is a virtual interactive situation. I don't know what you call this. A virtual interaction. Right? Or, yeah. I don't fair change, but right. Joey Dell, we have the Italian families. Where have the Italian families moved to? From Belleville, they moved to Fairfield, East Hanover, Whippany. Some people went down the shore to Tom's River. ALV went the extreme. He wanted to just cushion himself for the next 3 generations. And he just went 50 miles past where I just said. ALV is up there in the Amish country or some shit like that. I don't know. But most of the Italians from Belleville and Newark, Fairfield, East Hanover, Whippany, Cedar Grove, Caldwell's, Tom's River. That's pretty much where they went. Yeah. That's pretty much where they went. So, that's where we're at. We had some good conversations this morning. Some good Mike F., what do you call this? This is not a conversation, correct? Farms and open land kicks the crap out of Belleville. Yes, because you like it. That doesn't mean it really does. For in your brain, ALV, it does. Other people, as you can see, many of our friends still love it here, ALV, right? So for your opinion and your lifestyle, that is a valid statement. For our friends that are still all here, and we have a ton of them still here, they think the opposite. You're not right. They're not right. It's personal. They think they're in paradise here, and that is their paradise. They buy a house in Belleville or Nutley. They make it their own. They put an in-ground pool. They feel like they're great. And for them, that's what kicks ass. They're here, and they love being here. They like the familiarity. They like the restaurants. So it's called the conversation, back and forth verbal interaction. Okay, Mike F., you got it. I like that. Yeah, so So someone like AOV loves that suburban lifestyle. There's people that stayed in the city environment. They love it here, and they feel like they're good. And there's no wrong. There is no wrong. Yeah, there is no wrong. It's what works for you. It's what works for you. It's what makes you comfortable every single day. You wake up and you say, I'm good where I'm at. And that's all that really matters, right? That's all that matters. LV, do you like your paradise? Your beauty? Yes, he loves it there. Now, guys from down here could not make it there. Can you imagine me there? And can you imagine him here? You can't. He's where he needs to be. Our friends that are still down here are where we need to be to live out these years that we have left. Whatever it is. It's a little different. But it's not better. It's not worse. It's based on what you like every day. You like the forest, right, Gerard? Yeah, I like the city. This is coffee and feeding off the chat. Right, Stephen, yes. I love this. This is great interaction. Yep. It's all about being comfortable where you are, living out these years, making a life, raising a family, whatever it is that you're doing. It's all about being comfortable where you're at, being confident that your kids went to the right schools, this and that. Our friends' kids went to these schools, ALV, and they're doing well. So it's all varies. Yeah. I'll say Dave's daughter is doing fantastic. Right? Nikki's kids are all doing well. Right? So, right? I went in between, semi-suburban to raise my kids, I guess you can call. I took my kids to the suburbs, and I raised them in the suburbs. I never felt comfortable there. I never, ever felt comfortable in the city that I raised my kids in. I just didn't feel like home. Never felt like I could settle in. But so some people say, oh, taking them out of there, going to, remember, crackheads come out of the suburbs and lawyers come out of the ghetto. We don't know. We don't know. But if you're there and give them the structure, teach them right and wrong, we know. You know what's right and what's wrong. Teach your kids what's right and what's wrong. Teach them to be respectful, honorable individuals. What they do today will carry them for the rest of their lives. And you teach these principles. It's pretty interesting, this whole going through life thing. I'm not going to say I made some mistakes because I consider nothing a mistake. And regrets, I have none. Regrets, I have none. I wouldn't change my path for anything in the world because it brought us to where we are right now, which is where we need to be. Wherever that might be. What do we got here? We got a short time, a little abbreviation. We take up a little bit of this dirt and then we move out. We're gone. We move on to the dirt nap. We go 6 feet under, so to speak. All we have is our sense of purpose. That's correct. That's different for everyone. My sense of purpose is children, especially my own. And yes, there you go. There you go. You're right. Regrets, I've had a few. Yeah. Mistakes. Not regrets. Mistakes and regrets are two different things. Two totally different things. Yeah. So a few to mention. Right, hey, teacher, you know what's what. You know what's what, hey, teacher. You got it. All right. We're doing great today. Everybody's in great shape. All right, listen, guys. Here we go again. Of course you have regrets. Everyone does. If you don't, you are not human. I'm not really human, and we know that, AOB. I can't say I have any regrets. I don't think I have any. I'm very content where I'm at. No, I can't say I have any regrets. I got to be honest with you. The pathway was written. I followed the path, whether it was right or wrong. In some people's eyes, it was the right path. In many people's eyes, it was the wrong path. That is personal opinion. Yes. A lot of the things I did was definitely the wrong path. But regrets, I don't think I have them because it led me to where I am right now. There were obstacles. There were hurdles. I don't know. I can't say I really have any. I can't think of any regrets. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really use the word regret or deserve. These two words I don't really use. I don't know. Because everything that we hear is our path. The path is chosen. It's all written. What? You got to follow it. It's going to test you. Your path is going to test you. You got to just crush it. So I can't say I have regrets. I wake up every day with a peaceful heart, a peaceful soul, the knowledge that I've done all that I can do with what I was given. I took what I was given and made it into something better than what it was going to be. And I just pushed through. So I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, I don't have any regrets, nor will I confess to another man. Right there, Octavia. I can't say I regret anything. You could say that sounds stupid, but I got to say, I hurt some really bad people, but I'd also hurt good people. I didn't hurt any good people. Anybody that really came my way, Johnny Catalano, they came my way with their purpose. So I never perpetrated anybody that was innocent, so to speak. Anybody that got caught in my pathway in a certain way of life was in that pathway and in that certain way of life. It was not predatory. They came to me for what they wanted to do. Now, if you don't live up to what you promised or your obligation, now you have a wrath that comes down on you. And the wrath can be serious. But you brought yourself into that mix. Yeah, it's very interesting. All right, listen, guys, we're out of here. We got to rock and roll. What a great time I had with you guys today. Tommy Stiggs is wrapping it up. I got to go. The 190th consecutive Kawfee Talk has ended. Wednesday, 7/9/2025. Let's wrap this thing up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, listen, real quick. I can't help myself. Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. Wait a minute. Where is it? That was the #1 song 60 years ago today. What did you just say? 60 years ago today. I can't help myself. Let's let Sarah Collins take us out with the #1 song from 60 years ago today. Here we go. Sarah's going to take us out. Tommy Stiggs wishing you all a blessed Wednesday. I got to talk to Fern. We should be on tonight. I will confirm that. Tonight, me and Fern may be talking about dating in today's world. But for now, Sarah's going to take us out. Blessings to
Sugar pie, honey bunch. You know that I love you. I can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. In and out my life, you come and you go, leaving just a picture behind. And I've kissed it 1,000 times. When you snap your finger or wink your eye, I come running to you. I'm tied to your apron strings, and there's nothing that I can do. I can't help myself. No, I can't help myself. Sugar pie, honey bunch. I'm weaker than a dove could be. I can't help myself. I'm a fool in love, you see. Wanna tell you I don't love you, tell you that we're through. And I try, but every time I see your face, I get all choked up inside. When I call your name, boy, it starts to flame. No matter how I try, my love I cannot hide. Sugar pie, honey bunch. You know that I've been waiting for you. I
can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. Sugar pie, honey bunch, I'll do anything you ask me to. I can't help myself. I want you and nobody else. Sugar pie, honey bunch,